Okay. Okay. Let's see. I don't want autoplay on now. Let's see. I don't want autoplay on now. Alright. English subtitles. I played the Stanley Parable before. No, I have not. I think I'm gonna wait a little. Alright, let's start. I don't know whether to play this game in controller or keyboard and mouse. I think we'll just stick with keyboard and mouse. Please enter the current time. No one's gonna enter the current time? What? Okay, well, the current time. Wait, why did I do that? How do I change? Oh, shit. Accessibility settings can be accessed. Yo, is this a horror game? I didn't even look at. No, it's not a horror game. This isn't a horror. No. Let's begin here. Oh God. Is there any like? Wait. Nah, there's no way how to do that. Field of view. I guess we're fine there. Yeah, we're good. We are good. Begin the game. Never the... Wait, what?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427
Is this a model from
and he
Gmod?
pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push
Oh, hello, Jason.
and in what order.
Tell me if the audio
This is what
too
employee
loud.
427 did
feel like
every
it
day
is.
of every month of every year.
Playing this
And
game for the
although
first
others
time.
might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Also, no, Jason, you aren't first.
Was-
I'm first. Technically.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite
what
forget.
happened?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, we're in. Yo, this game, oh my god. I'm on like max frames here. It's crazy. What am I doing? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Wait, what could it mean? Oh, you're telling me... Oh, here we go. And just bring that
decided to
down a
go to the
notch.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, I just turned the computer off. Is there any way how I can turn these computers back on?
Stanley went around touching every
Oh
little
my
thing
God.
in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
What happens if I go back? Will he say something? Okay. I can only crouch. I can't. What happens if we turn off every single computer? I wonder. Alright, let's get on with it.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office, because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Okay. Is this supposed to be like the narrator, like... Is this like one of those games where like the narrator just roasts you? I think it is. I haven't like done my
When
research on
Stanley
this game.
came to a set of 2 open doors,
Why
he
is
entered
this-
the door on his left.
Oh. So you want me to go that way. What if I wanted to go this way? Oh, come on. Why, there's a computer on in there. It's bright outside.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
Not
there.
alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Meeting room, meeting schedule. IT department. What would today be? Targets push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. I don't know why that still makes a keyboard sound. Number of slides on this slide. What? Oh, there sure is a lot of things to note here. I don't know if I really want to go through all this. Do I really want to go through all this? There's like charts on the desk. The broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
How much do I go back in? There's a wrench.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Okay,
He wasn't even
we'll
doing
go
anything.
now.
At least if coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What does that say? There's a note. Dude, what are the controls for this game? Sorry, chat. I gotta... Okay, E is to interact, right? But why when I left clicked? Oh, it's additional. What does that even say? First period. Yeah, I don't know. That's too fire hose.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
Give me a cold drink.
He came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Oh my god.
Oh, what
How much did this guy get paid to do this?
To have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
What?
He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
No. You can't do that to me.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above.
Oh my god, this guy's
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so
I'm
lucid?
crouching now.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Does that change?
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's
this guy
describing
isn't
my
gonna
thoughts,
shut up.
he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
Am I stun locked?
How could it be?
No.
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
No!
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
No.
the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
Wait, I could still see on the left.
Over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Nah, we're still here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, come on, dude.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real
Did we get like the Breaking Bad ending?
It was comforting to think this.
The camera's still panning out.
Seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Wow. I think people are pretty, oh my god. We're back here? What do you mean we're back here? We're back?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay, we're skipping through.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boss? Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the bosses suffer losses, then that's what the boss does. Okay. I get it. Woo-hoo. Can I, like, somehow... No. Okay. No mirror. Mirror doesn't work. You can open and close this door. We have the boss's computer just completely laying here. Okay. Wait, can I not? Why am I trying to find glitches? I don't know. Wait, I almost got somewhere. Alright, whatever. Probably nothing. I wonder what's in this room. An elevator. Wait, what? I have a... Wait. Oh. Is that for later on? There's a gun to Panda's head! What? Why? Why? What kind of boss is this?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I want to go back. I want to go back. I want to go. Come on. Please give me a choice. Give me freedom. I require freedom. Alright. What do we do? What do we do? I don't know what's over here. I guess we're going down. We're going somewhere.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Whoops, nope, never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Very weird place for an elevator, you know? Wait, what happens if I like fall there? Can I fall? No, we can't. Now, why is that? Alright, we're gonna have to go back down. Oh, it looks like we can't. What do we do now?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
So we're supposed to go back now? Okay, we are.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
And we're gonna go back up afterwards.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
We're just messing with this guy. I'm sure he's got like all the time in the world on his hands, huh? Probably.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Okay. How long?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm
All
prepared
right.
to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Okay.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As, of course, going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Like a revelation, right? Is that what I mean? Come back up again. He's gonna make no comment now.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged.
I'm just messing with the elevator. This guy really hates me.
We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh good, we're here.
What? What is this?
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Oh, no you didn't. How we did it, the pyramids. The guy who went on Mars. What? Stage door.
Yes, here it is, just through this door.
I don't really want to go. Seems like I have no other choice.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay,
Dad,
it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Alright, go get him, Tiger. This will, surely work. Wait, I just did it. Oh. Oh no, we can't anyways. An audience with the dude who came up with pizza. Okay. I think it's gonna be like a lie once I get up here. Okay. Yeah, I gotta lower my audio. My God. And we're back here.
All of his
So that's like
coworkers
another
were gone.
ending that we
What
just
did it
got.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
What
a memo.
happens if I... Okay. Well, we just got our first achievement.
When Stanley
What
came
happens
to
if
a
I
set
go
of
to the
two
right?
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Louis
Yes,
Lounge.
truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. I like this room. This looks more interesting, right?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, well, it was on a computer. All right. We need like a ID to get through there. Oh shit. There's no way I'm actually like able to get up here, right? There's no way. Nah, I don't think so. Oh shit. How? Wait, what? There's a vent. Wait, what? What the fuck?
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path
What?
that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
Oh.
That it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the
Wait,
office
there's
had begun.
tapes.
So far off the
Narrator
beaten path
dialogue.
that it
What?
seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling.
What the hell does
it
that
must
say?
be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Oh. Okay, that's another ending.
All of his
So
coworkers
the game
were
ends
gone.
when
What
the
could it
narrator
mean?
gets too angry.
Stanley decided to
That's
go
what
to the
I'm
meeting
starting to
room.
notice.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley
So,
came to
obviously,
a set of two
we're
open
gonna go
doors, he
back
entered that
there.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
And
well. Perhaps he
oh,
wanted
hello,
to
Snake
stop
Boy.
by
What's
the
up?
employee lounge first, just
What
to
if we
admire it.
go?
Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, obviously we're gonna try and go back over here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So can I go down here?
Look, Stanley, I
we
think
can.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Man,
I realize that investing
man?
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but
It's
you.
the first stream we're doing on
There's
Stanley
someone
Parable.
you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Actually,
Someone you've forgotten
the deluxe
about.
edition was on sale today,
Please,
so
Stop trying to make every
got
decision
that.
by yourself. Now, I'm
Mr.
not
Cat came in the
asking
mail.
for me,
Oh shit!
I'm asking for her.
Nice.
This is it, Stanley. Your
I don't
chance
know if
to
that
redeem yourself. To put
Skylander is
your
good or
work
not.
aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What? Where are we going now?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to...
What did I just do? Wait.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm
Wait.
just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Could my wife be fake in this game as well?
Okay, there we go.
Imagine.
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Yep.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh, come on. He just placed a brick wall. Why?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I think it's kind of good so far. I haven't maxed them out yet. Press Y on your keyboard. You want me to press Y? What if I can, like, glitch out of here? Like, go through that window. If you press every single other button except for Y, would something happen or what? Okay, yeah, no, nothing happens.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press G. What if I want to press F for respect, you know?
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now
Wait.
he's eating lunch. Now
Wait,
he's
no.
going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except
The
that he's
desk
chosen
wasn't
his
there
life.
before. That wasn't there before.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Why am I doing this? Why?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors
You have three
and that he could go
sorcerers,
through either.
3
At
brawlers,
last,
none of
choice.
the other
It barely
battle
even
classes.
mattered what lay behind each door.
I'm gonna be
The mere
honest with you.
thought that his decisions would mean something was
Snake
almost
Boy,
too wonderful to behold.
I have never even played Imaginators. Everybody says it's shit, and it's like the worst game in the series. I don't even think I've ever played it. I have the game. I've never played it.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
I wonder if it's any good. I hear it's like
Down one path lay an enormous
character
round room
creation.
with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
Spyro got
And
brought
down another
back
was a
into
game
that
with a
game
baby.
after like
and he called it
Couple
the
years.
Stanley Parable.
I know Crash Bandicoot is there. Wait, what? Press G to tell your kids a story. What do you mean I have kids? No, I don't.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and
Oh,
so
God.
in his head,
It's
he
infecting the
relived it
fucking room.
again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer.
No.
How could there possibly be?
No.
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he
Let me out of
remains
here,
here,
dude.
he's electing
Let
to
me
kill
out.
himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
What if I don't want to question nothing?
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to.
You wanna know
I
what'd be
don't make the
crazy?
rules.
If you
I
had
should
caps
dictate
lock
my
on,
intended purpose,
and
the
you
same
you
as
been
Stanley.
you type
Not
all of
so
these
different, I
letters,
suppose.
something different happens for
I'll
each and every
try
one.
once
That
more to
would be
convey this to
crazy
him.
coding.
I'm compelled to. I must.
That coding would be
Perhaps-
absolutely
well,
insane.
Maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And
What?
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
They kill me. Come on. It kind of
All of
gave
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
a little bit of
Stanley decided to go to
foreshadowing
the
where,
meeting
like,
room. Perhaps he
he
had simply
said,
missed a memo.
why don't you just kill yourself, or something like that. That was a little bit of foreshadowing, right?
When Stanley came to a set
gonna-
of two open doors, he entered the door.
gonna go
on
back
his
in there,
left.
'cause
This
there
not the
was-
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew
There
it
was
perfectly
stuff down
well.
there.
Perhaps he wanted
What
to
was
stop by
down
the
there?
employee lounge first,
I don't
just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, not yet.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So
But in his eagerness to
Oh,
prove that
okay.
he is in control of the story and
yeah.
no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
wait, but what if I? No.
Already this was
Because you can go
uncomfortable,
on those
Stanley
boxes and you
decided that
can
as soon as he found a
not
new
take
space he
fall
felt
damage.
safe
You
in,
could not
that he
die.
would never leave it again in his life.
No, if this game is realistic,
When
as
Stanley
they say
came
it
to a
is,
set of two open doors,
and
this
it's
was not the
funny
correct way to the
storytelling,
meeting room, and
quote unquote,
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by
they
the
would let me
employee
do that.
lounge
Come
first,
on,
just to
they would let me do
admire
that.
it.
Being
Standing now in
Imagineers,
this
and I think it's
incredible
decent.
room,
Doing
Stanley
the
for
bottom
but eager to
3
get back to
Skylander
business,
games, though.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
There are a few things I like about it, but also a lot of reasons as to why people dislike
Stanley
it.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't
I guess
fired
that's a good
years
point.
ago.
I don't really know, but yeah, doesn't sound too bad. Now, what if I? Oh, come on, there has to be like a way. See, look, I'm doing it.
But in his eagerness to
What?
prove that he is in control of the story
Oh,
and
come
no one gets to tell him
on.
what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform
Come
and
on,
plunged to his
man.
death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
All right, we'll go through the door
Stanley
on the
knew
left.
the office
'cause
layout like the back of his hand.
they say.
It was only a matter of time
Fine.
before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Is he saying a different line? every time
When Stanley
I
came
respawn.
to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to
I
stop
don't know
by
if
the
he's
employee
saying like
lounge
something
first,
different
just to
every
admire it.
time.
Stanley felt lightheaded. Butterflies
See,
in his
that's that
stomach,
line was
giddy
not
in a way he had never known before. Was it this room?
okay.
A connect, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Wow, an elevator. I want to click it even though I'm like not in the... No! Okay. We're going down.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
You sure? Is that blood? Is that blood? Wait. Wait, how do you, control the brightness? Are you kidding? There's no... Wait, what? Brightness, 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 brightness. Bro, okay, come on. Come on. Really? It's only like when you first start the game.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Dude, that's clearly blood. That has to be. I mean, it's dark instead of light, so I'm assuming it's...
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What
I'm gonna be
was
trapped
I
here.
thinking? It's clearly...
There's another wave.
Please.
Wait, another wave of you. Wait.
Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Dude, but what about... But I don't... It's like, it just leads... It doesn't lead anywhere. That thing doesn't lead anywhere. When was that announced, Snake Boy? I could have sworn there was like one announced a month ago.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a
Wait,
spoiler.
what?
Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Oh my god.
All of his co-workers
Why?
were gone. What could it mean?
Why?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Why? Why? Oh, why?
When Stanley... Wait.
Are you kidding?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I want to go over here. Why can't I? Why? This one door just seemingly can't. Huh. Hello there, Snow. Hello, Mr. Ultimate. I know nothing about this game, but I just wanted to say hi. It's like a
I'll say
it has comedy.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on.
Okay.
I can promise you.
This
there
guy
definitely
will not
was
shut
a
up.
story
Th-
here
this
before.
guy,
Do we just?
it's
Do we need to restart the game?
yeah, it's like a
again?
funny storytelling
I
kind of
find
game.
it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again. But it's
Another chapter plushie was teased and has been planned for a while, but when the actual did he just? I think it was fully shown recently. Doug's brother. What the fuck? I did
All
not
of his
know that.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Let me guess. It's
Stanley
not even.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I swear, if this wasn't. Are we kidding?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's
Oh,
possible
just
the
let
story
me
is back where
free!
we
Just
just
let me
came
free!
from. Why don't we go back the other direction?
It makes you
and see
lose
if
your
we missed
mind.
anything?
It makes you lose your mind. Why is he letting me go back? Why do I want to go back? What if I want to touch the plant? I want to touch the plant. Yes, I will be attending. Why? Wait, what? I can get up here now? How did I just do it? Okay. Nothing. Why is he sending me back? Wait. No, this was like this, right? 420? I want to go on 420? No? Nope. I'm keeping my expectations low, though. Snow?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
So, yeah, I think what was the last one? When was the last live event? I don't even remember. I don't know. Was it Daft Punk? Was it
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh my god. Oh man. I'm expecting that door to close.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place
What if I go
at all.
back?
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall,
What?
but I believe my story took
Wait.
place in an office building.
No.
Is that correct?
No.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
Snake, I might be live.
Win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh no, I don't feel right.
This is
about
like
at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual.
This is
work
like
for that win.
this reminds me of like
Some
the
people
ending
win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
in the first Hello Neighbor game
I'm getting
when you're going through
weirded out
like
by
a
whatever
big
this place
fucking
is. I don't care what might happen
mansion
this
or
time.
whatever. I don't know.
I have to
I
restart.
can't remember that game for shit, but and he just restored. What?
All right, I've got a solution.
Why
This
is there a
time, to make sure
line?
we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure
Oh my god.
line. Just follow the line.
This
How
guy
simple
just
is that?
continues to make fun of me. Alright. Are you sure I'm supposed to go? There's a fly in my room. Oh my god, it's on my monitor. Hold up. I just killed it. Now there's like fly blood on my monitor. Are you kidding me? God damn it. Okay, there, it's off. Holy shit. Is that even a fly? It looked more like a... I don't even know. Okay, anyways. They want me to go this way. Should I listen? Should I not? Is there like a third option? No. I don't want to go that way. There was a live event at the end of the Simpsons season that was pretty cool. Which one was that? I don't really remember. I don't think I played that season.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
The line has a trademark on the subtitles. Wow. You got Slime Rancher on Steam. I'll be playing that. I had it on PS5 for a while, but haven't been playing on there much recently, so I got it on PC instead. Nice. Okay, these are extra rooms. What is 4B6? I don't remember that. 4B5. 4B4. 4B7.
You see? The
For
line knows where the
question
story
mark
is.
8.
It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Oh, God.
Look, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that
What
a
do I do
destination
here?
is inevitably conjured into being
Wait,
via the very
I didn't come through
manifestation
here.
of the nature of life
Oh,
itself?
no.
Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is, in fact, a byproduct
What if we don't
of
listen?
one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office,
Mainly
is
because
this
it's got a
office, in
decent sale
fact,
right now,
the
so if I were
skeleton
getting
of
it
my
on
own
PC...
relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Music? This better not be copyrighted. Alright, we're gonna have to follow it. I don't think we're ever getting out of here. We're never getting out of here. There. I'm following your line. Okay. It's like the Pixar lamp. I want a question mark. Question mark. Cups. Mugs, not cups. Yep, whatever that is. Was there a door in there? No. Oh my god, man. Just end it. Department. Is this annoying for you guys? I really hope it isn't.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important
Really?
later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to
It's
miss
moving
anything.
too. It's like as if there's wind in here, but there really isn't. There's like no windows open. What about this door? No. 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 No.
Wait,
How?
we're back at the office? No.
Uh,
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting,
Come on,
daring,
man.
mysterious. Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh, okay. Alright, so the other rooms over there just disappeared.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
How are they doing this? How are they doing this? How? What?
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Oh boy. Come on. Come on.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
What? Oh, come on. No. There's a whole thing here?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
He's becoming so
I
self-aware.
won't restart the game. I won't do it.
Very self-aware.
I won't
I love it.
do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break
No,
the cycle?
the game is gonna
The,
restart.
whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do...
What the hell happened? Oh no, it definitely
All of
restarted.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic. Perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Wait, did I already do this? Or
Yet there was not a single person
okay,
here
I don't
either.
even know.
Feeling a wave of
My brain
disbelief,
is
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, we're here again. Yay. This is very fun.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
Very,
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody.
I am losing
He
my
began
mind.
wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
No, wait,
But
what
of
if we...
course, Stanley couldn't
Because there is
possibly have known
another...
this.
No. We can't just do that. No.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Because it was 427 on the chair, but how...
2845.
Okay, I don't think this
Forgot,
is...
but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
How has my summer been? It has been okay. It's been alright. Okay, what do I do now? Right, we the elevator, yeah. How's your summer been? My summer's going okay. I graduate school, high school in 10 days. 10 more days. I feel like I'm playing, like,
Stanley
Portal
walked
right
straight
now.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What if I want to escape?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I doubt it. Yeah,
The
my
door
school
behind
is
him
still
was not
going.
shut. Stanley still
Matter
had
of fact, my
every
last day of
opportunity to turn
school
around and get
is
back on track.
the 26th of June. Well,
At
26th of this month.
Stanley
I
was
forget
making a
today is
conscious,
June 1st.
concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I mean, I don't think it's death. Hey, you made a mistake here, developer. Oh no. I don't think I die here. Nah. Come on. Oh god. Does
As
your
the
school
machine
give you
whirred
one
into motion
week of
and
summer
Stanley was
break?
inched closer and closer to his demise. It reflected that his life
No.
had been of no consequence
No, it does
whatsoever.
not.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Oh wait.
Perhaps his
Wait, no,
death
you're
was
kinda
his
right,
main
though.
loss, like plucking the eyeballs.
No, you're
from
kind of
the
right. I'll
blind
explain
man.
that in a moment.
And so he resigned.
This is
and
like the,
willingly accepted this violent end.
This is
to
like
his
the
brief and shallow
robots, the robots
Farewell,
movie, like that
Stanley.
ending. You know? Oh no.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
A woman?
As Stanley was led helplessly
What?
into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed
Oh,
every bone in
man.
his body, killing him instantly.
What? Oh. It's so dark in here. Wait, what if there's like another exit? What if there's like another exit?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before
I'm,
Stanley
like, going
would
against
restart the game, back
wall
in his
here.
office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Wait, what? I'm not even... Oh shit, wait, what is this?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
What
death
the
becomes
hell?
meaningless, making life the same.
Wait, do we get the...
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead?
We
from
get
the
a
moment he hit
map.
start?
We get a map! A little kitty cat came in my room? You have a cat? That's pretty cool. I want to type. I want to play like Mario learns how to type. Alright, whatever. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development through the core layout remains. Okay. You have 3 cats. Oh my god. 3 cats? That's cool, man. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. Okay. It's just yippity yap from here. 1, 2, 3. The office. Hey, that's a glitch texture. Found my first. Something up with these doors. The button sounds. Credits. Oh wow, they actually give credits. Did I like actually complete the game or something? Boss's office. Dude, imagine if they have like a physical game for this, and this is like on there. That'd be sick. There's so many things to do here. What? 11? One of the desks from an early vision. Wait, 78. What? 1178. 32. Okay, that's if I want to turn the game off. The countdown room. I haven't been there yet. I don't know what that's like. Probably bad. I'd say. My office. 3 of them. Okay. What to do from here on out? James. What? Wang Yang? Okay. Warzone. Oh, you guys should have kept this. What do you mean? Should have kept it. All right, what do I do now? What do I even? I don't think anything happened. All right, we're gonna go turn the game off. But although I am curious because there is, oh, what is that? Oh, we'll look at it later on. Let's see. Oh, no, we can't do that. Okay, we just have to do this. We have to do this.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
That does say exit up there. But we're gonna do this. Does this actually close my game? I swear.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Okay.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things.
Snake
cannot
Boy,
be
what's
seen.
the name of your cats?
But listen to me. You can still save
Wait!
those two. You can
I don't
stop
wanna
the
die.
program before they both
No.
fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Ah,
As
no,
long as you move
there has to
forward, you'll
be.
walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
I did die that time. Oh man. Somebody gonna speak from the heavens. Nobody is.
All of his
Ruckus,
co-workers
Garrett,
were
and
gone.
Ford.
What could it mean?
That's
Stanley
actually
decided to
pretty
go
cool.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm interested on Garrett. I think Garrett sounds
When Stanley
most
came to a
interesting.
set of two
Ruckus
open doors, he entered the door
might
on his left.
cause a ruckus. And Ford is a nice name. Alright, so
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. The moment he entered his manager's
1132
office,
is a
Stanley
code here?
froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere.
no,
Couldn't really be
isn't.
all alone.
What
This was
about
too much for Stanley
3211?
to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
He didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some
Oh,
calming
come
new age
on.
music.
Really? Are all these books like?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Right. Hope everyone's day is going well.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh no. What happens now? A button. Do I want to press the button? I kinda do.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Are we inside of like it seems like we're inside of like a power plant.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced. Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it
New
the
content.
bottom of the mind control
Let's
room
go.
ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
You did it!
Good job. You did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job. You made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful.
This game is so random. I love it.
But now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. And I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
And that's another ending.
Just a step through this
Which
door.
means
Stanley thought
I
to
have
himself,
to do
"That's
the whole
all I
thing
need.
over
If I can make
again."
it through this door, I can make it through the wall."
Yay! Full back.
Oh, new content? What does that mean? New content?
Wait. Let me get over there. Full battered. Oh no. What happens now? Is there gonna be a jump scare? I don't like being jump scared.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley
This guy
Parable
sounds
was a video
like the
game released in
fucking
2013
guy
on home
from FNAF.
computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
What are these? I'm not reading everything. I think someone has already done that. 1951, it says on that mug. Keep that in mind. 1951. I wonder what it means. It's definitely a code.
Okay, so far
Morty, it's definitely a code.
special yet, but I'm sure it's just the
It's
beginning of a
definitely a code.
mesmerizing adventure.
Oh man, if only I had one of my friends here right now. They
is
do
it broken?
Morty's voice.
What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Or,
Yeah, new content.
There we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Imagine if the new content is just not even completed once we go up.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Give me the content, Stanley. Yes. Jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
What the fuck is this? This is Wait, but what happens if I'm like out of the circle? See, like I'm not. Oh no. We're out of jumps. No. This thing is so stupid.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Is that? Oh, I thought it was like a manhole cover. Oh.
Goodness. Another elevator.
Another elevator.
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Oh,
if this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
This is odd. Thank you for enjoying.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley
reset
Parable
it.
is really about.
I'm not supposed to
No
be the one who
frills,
reset it.
no gimmicks.
You reset it.
You and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
You reset. Thank you. What the fuck is this? This is not. No. 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 There's a.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
That's where I'm supposed to be. The hell, man? Do we go through the vent? I mean, oh, it just automatically crouches for me. There's a wrench. I want to grab the wrench and I can't. Okay, fine. What do you got for me? I already forgot the code.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
What?
Take a look.
Wait, but what if? Okay, all right. Yeah, let's go.
I call it the Memory Zone.
This
It's
is
where I've been
nice.
storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the
Yeah,
launch
'cause
of the
you're basically
Stanley Parable
God
on
in this
PC.
game.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable
Oh,
was
shit, that's an
before it
old
was sullied
Steam
with
picture.
a cheap re-release? Remember back
my
in
God.
October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
Ah,
Oh,
true.
the waste.
Indoors. Cargo. The Stanley Parable. Indie Box Collector's Edition. Sick. Audience Award. Sick. Yeah. The original remake. Oh my god, Firefox in here? Yo? Clicks? What is that? Be my Valentine. What, was it released on like... No, I don't think it was. It's not October. A trip down memory lane. It's so funny how they do like stock photos in this game. Just the dollar bill. Demonstration. Oh, okay. Demo. I see. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. There's no way this is an achievement, right? It's impossible to get this achievement. Why is it impossible? It's just not. Why not, you stupid bastard? Come on! Loving memory of little Stanley. Aww. What happened? He died. That's real? You have to be joking. What? 10 years? What do you mean 10 years? Oh shit, I might have leaked the fucking... Oh god. Oh, no!
And over here is where I keep reviews of
Do
the
not
Stanley
pause on that
Parable.
screen.
Like this stunning triumph of games
Oh,
journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any
I
form
have
of
to read
art,
this whole thing?
Stanley Parable strives
FPS
and
so
then
low.
succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original
Better
Stanley
than
Parable was.
GTA
It was
4,
literally
Mario Kart
every
Wii,
game ever
fucking,
created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now
Elden Ring.
it's nothing. It's no games at all.
Better than
It isn't even the Stanley
every
Parable
single
anymore.
one of those?
It's just a
What?
husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Summer. The time to be alive. I didn't leak anything. Shut up. Memory zone maintenance. What is this? Knowing your city. I actually don't know. And we can't go through there. We can't go through there. We can't go through. I'm running my mind in circles with you. It's been some time to...
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is
A
both a richly
9?
stimulating
How dare
commentary on
you.
the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most
This is such a long
enjoyable,
ending.
surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed
No.
hall of beloved video game memories.
No. Wait, you want me to... The serious room? Why can't I go in the serious room? No? You want me to go back?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
What do I do? Oh.
Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
Oh, no.
I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
funny. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Wow. It's depressing down here. Okay. What? More negative reviews? Positive one, negative.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Don't think that way, dude. Don't think that way.
What's this one got to say?
9.8 hours.
You
What?
constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes.
Just go
Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record.
no!
Only positive reviews of the Stanley
I know
Parable.
what's gonna
That's
happen.
my motto today, and it's always been my
I
motto.
know
I
what's
do
gonna
anything
happen.
for the
I know
customers.
what's gonna happen.
Yes, a skip button we shall have.
So, okay. If any of you guys have ever watched the SpongeBob Sponge Out of Water movie, you know that in one of the scenes, you know, well, there's a lot of scenes of it, that there is a time machine. Now, my guess is, for this, is that, okay, there's a button too. My guess is that if you push this button, this guy will probably either like get more angry and angry every time we show back up, or he'll get more sad and sad until maybe something interesting happens. Oh, the world outside is gone.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore
yeah,
you,
and one
with
of the
just
scenes is that
push
I
of a
think
button,
it's,
you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking
it's like
for, and I'm very proud
Patrick
to
or
have
whatever
delivered.
on top
No
of the
more listening to
Krusty
me
Krab,
rambling
and
on
it's like
and on
sand
and on.
all over.
No. The
It's like a
Stanley
desert.
Parable is a game
But
for
what
the
if he
people.
gets
And
happy
the people
if you
want
don't
silence,
skip?
then by goodness, that's what they're going to
Yeah,
do.
there is
Well,
that too.
don't
What's
sit around
what's
waiting for me
behind
to
here?
shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here,
There
we'll
is
pretend that I've just begun
nothing
an
behind.
interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of
I don't know how
time,
long
at which
I
time
should-
everything all at once. So, now you see, blah,
Okay.
blah, 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 blah,
I don't want
blah.
people to
We've
leave the
eaten too much, and
stream,
it can't
like,
be
if I
just
don't
yet.
do-
No, until 245. That the logic of elimination
this
working
is such a
backwards,
hard
the deduction
decision.
therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly
no.
10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction.
Whoever wrote the script is a fucking genius.
It went on for
whoever wrote the script is a genius.
Until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back.
I had to say it twice. I had to say it twice.
Thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time
I can't be going crazy.
All at once.
I can't be.
Now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245.
No.
The logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years. Until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a
That reminds me of,
or maybe a manifesto.
yeah, this is,
Look, I'll outline
first
it for you
Instagram
very
video
briefly.
they did
You
about,
can
like,
tell me what
the
you
head
think.
crab
Okay,
from
so my
Half-Life.
theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are or were or will be at the time of having
No,
made said
guys,
choice.
no, he
That is
isn't
to say,
repeating.
if by
No,
articulating
no,
a
no,
choice
he
you've
isn't.
already made,
No, he
you
isn't.
bring that choice into
No.
being. Then
No,
by
he
making
isn't.
no choice and saying nothing, are you not
No, he
simply
isn't.
erecting
No.
in the sanctuary
No.
of time a monument
Just
to
say
every
you're a
person
hater
you've
if
ever
he is.
been, making
Just say you're a
every
hater.
choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless
Just say
thought,
you
or
didn't
rather,
play
to
the
all of the
game,
choices you've ever made, in
and
fact,
you're
make
gonna
you
leave
more
a
not this
review
kind of person,
that
and in
shit
fact
because
do
you didn't
the
play through the
opposite.
entire
You see,
game,
it could in fact
and you
be
didn't
both
get
of
to
these
this
things at
specific
once. That you are
ending
both making
in this
choices
specific
and not making
point in
choices, and that they
time
are both affecting you
where
and not
he
affecting
isn't
you at the same
repeating.
time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are
Right?
not making them. Okay, at first I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit
Cookie
the rating
9.
of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine
How
that
long
after
should I
seeing this
make this
exciting new
stream?
technology at work, surely
Up until,
whoever it
like,
is runs
midnight,
Steam will
right?
instantly run out
Maybe.
and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something
I
more
didn't read
beneficial.
Snake's
Something
message
along the
earlier.
lines of, this game
Oh,
is the
fuck.
best game.
Wait, he is right. Wait, what?
How about this? From the ashes of
Octodad
depravity
theme song. Bro, I should
rises
play
the
that game
phoenix
too.
of quality.
I should play that game. Wait, he stopped. Why'd he stop? Is this actually ticking in real time? Because you do have to put your time and date. Not date, the time in this game. It's not accurate. It's not.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't
This
it?
is,
But at any rate, I do
wow.
suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and
What?
wait. How do we get out of here?
But this
is a
guy,
door
no. Because
Wasn't there
this
a
guy
door that
controls
led into the
everything,
room?
right?
I do feel quite
could just
certain that
simply
there
get
was
us
one
out of
here
here.
before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window, or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these.
There's
I
barking
want is for us
spiders
to
everywhere.
Move on and to please step away from the skip button to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been
12
hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will... Oh, Stanley.
Oh.
You're back.
Oh.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
It's been a
Or
week.
2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you
Was
think
this here
that
before?
It's exactly the same as always?
No, this was here before.
Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying,
There's
I need to
probably
know you
a
can
special
hear me,
thing
because
if you
maybe,
skip
Stanley, maybe
10
it's not
times in a row.
me. Then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps. Yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole...
Oh.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley.
Is this like
days, months.
what you think
I
about
lost it
after
all
like
in a
waking up
blur
after
of the
a
deepest
coma?
longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its
Alright,
place
I
is
don't wanna
what
make
I
it
can
sad.
only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever...
Wait, it's not even... Oh. Should we do it again? Is that a train? I don't even know. How many years are going by? How many years? How many years? What's going on? Did I just... Oh, shit.
But they
Wait.
didn't
Understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the
Wait, hold on.
inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone...
Nothing again. Wait, why is there water? Where's the water coming from? Oh. Could it be like we're underwater? Or no? Something's gonna change on this one.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the
Well, that ain't good. That is not good. Oh, shit. It's gonna become like Portal 2 now. Oh, shit. The outside world. Did the narrator die? Oh. Oh no. What? What happened now? Was there a war? Is it winter? What the fuck? What the fuck has happened? We're in a desert. No. No. Will this work? It doesn't work anymore. No. Dude. Where do we go? There's hills, but there's not... Dude, did we skip by, like... a billion years? What do I do out here? Is that it? That was it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
And it's
Stanley
just like
decided to go to
nothing
the
has
meeting.
ever happened.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wow. New content. Not this time.
When Stanley came to a set
Not
of
this
two
time.
open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now.
What
Blah,
was
blah,
the
blah. Dark
code?
secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
What was the code, man? Hold on, I'm looking on my phone. Okay, 1951. Wait. I was at 6. What? It doesn't even do anything. Is my dog up here? The hell?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What? What? Where the fuck am I? What just happened?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, now it worked. How
The
did that
lights
just
rose
happen?
on an enormous
Was that
room
intentional
packed with
or no?
television screens. What horrible secret did
think it
this
was.
place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, we'll finally do this part. Oh.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the
No! We're saying no to that. Do we get to go to the outside?
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
We got the good ending. Yeah. Beat the game. We beat the game. And we're back. As if we didn't beat the game.
All of his co-workers
What if
were
we
gone.
press the
What could it
on
mean?
button?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, you know.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we're still going through here?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which
step
is
even
why
further, what's
I'm
that?
very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
2? What?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement
bird
right
on the
there.
computer.
It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
They tried to put it in other, Wow, okay. Thanks for attending my meeting. That's smart, I love it. The Stanley Parable 2. Hey, wait, they put like the fern there again, like the grass.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing.
Two
for it.
eyes, two
I
ears,
figure that
two
if I can loosely
nostrils,
organize a
two
handful of
arms,
interesting concepts,
legs.
that surely the
took the
game
red
will sort of
marker?
naturally
Me.
spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
I'm not gonna lie, this does look like an entirely new game. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. Wow. Wait, did the door open? Or am I crazy? I thought a door opened. There is a room in there. This way to the show floor. Why is that one glowing? That one is glowing. New content, let me on. I want to go on the bus. Oh shit.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
New features. Please, no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
The right one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
What? No! No!
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Collectibles? Wow! Collectibles. Okay. Name. Everyone's got one. Here yours today. Epilogue. Free new easy achievement. That following me? That's weird. Two. Settings world champion. I wonder what this is supposed to mean. I don't even know. Maybe you open settings and it'll eventually fucking open. Who knows?
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
No. Wait, are you serious? No. Damn. No more jumps. Sag. Okay, we were already here. I gotta charge my phone. Space, more whole science, infinity, more following, and educational use only. Very interesting.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
What about the free, new, and easy achievement? Get it here.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to the... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Seriously? Come on, man. I guess that doesn't work. Nothing over here, nothing over there. What do we do here? What do we do?
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Can you find them? What do you mean?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Shit.
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Yeah. 1 out of 6.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
What do you mean? What are you playing at? There, Buster. You are here. Okay.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Jim.
Isn't that... Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly
Yep.
Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you! Do it again, do it again!
Okay.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. let's take a break from the gym button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim. I'm putting the gym button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
No. No. Man. Why can't I go through that plant? I don't know. Alright, I might end here, honestly.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable too. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Wait. Let's go over there.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
How do I get rid of this? Are you kidding? I become Crazy Dave and I put it on top of my head.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
How do I get the exits? This is pain. Alright, let's do the infinite hole. Alright.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Are you sure?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Yeah, and I'm getting the feeling that
Okay,
this
Stan,
isn't infinite.
I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
What if...
Great. Now, I'm very excited to... Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now
Are you
you'll get
kidding?
more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
What was that? It's going back down? What? What the fuck? What? What the fuck is happening? Change yourself? Oh!
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Alright. That's gonna be it if anybody is here. I feel like I have played through almost the entire game. Eight. I don't know what that means. Just about to leave. Anyway, see you tomorrow. If you end up streaming the Godfrey channel, then I indeed will. I will be streaming. Probably earlier. I'll stream earlier. Yeah. The reason why I streamed so late today was, well, I was very busy with things. Anyways, if you enjoyed the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition, then I wish you a good night, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. And, oh, yeah, let me put that away. Anyways, see you tomorrow for Garden Warfare 2.